Good morning, children. Coming to the seventh part of motion. Here we are going to study about average speed. In the last video we studied about non-uniform speed. Now what is that? When a body is covering unequal distances in equal intervals of time. Unequal distances means equal interval of time. See, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, first hour, second hour, third hour. Okay, but the distance covered is 20 kilometer in second hour, it is covering 30 kilometer, in the third hour 40 kilometer. Okay, so in this case, if somebody asks you what is the speed of the object, then you cannot say, right? What will you say? It is covering 20 kilometer in 1 hour, it is covering 30 kilometer in second hour. No, you cannot say like that. Okay, so in this case we need to find out the average speed. When there is non-uniform speed, we find out average speed of the object. So what is that? It is the ratio of the total distance traveled to the total time taken. Average speed is written as small s and AV to its base. AV means average. Okay, it is total distance traveled to the total time taken. Now what is the distance traveled? 20 plus 30 plus 40 kilometer divided by 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. Okay, so 90 by 3 kilometer per hour is 30 kilometer per hour. Clear? Average speed. Then coming to the next scalar and vector quantity, that is mass and weight. We'll first study about mass. Now what is mass? The mass of a body is defined as the amount of matter that is contained in it. Okay, the amount of matter that a body contains is the mass. Suppose you go to the shopkeeper and you ask for 1 kg potatoes, then the shopkeeper will weigh 1 kg potatoes and he will give it to you. Okay, you go to a higher place and then you ask for 1 kg potatoes, then that 1 kg potatoes will be equal to the 1 kg potatoes that you weighed at lower altitudes. Okay, when you go up to higher altitudes and you weigh that 1 kg potatoes, it's going to come same. The mass is going to come same. Okay, then mass is what? It is a constant quantity. Why? Because it does not change with the change of place or direction. Mass of a body is what? It is the amount of matter that is contained in a body. Okay, and it does not change with respect to the change of place or direction or the application of force. Any change in the circumstances will not change the mass of the body. Okay, then what is the SI unit of mass? SI unit of mass is kilogram. And to measure lower, that is smaller quantities, we take submultiple units as gram and milligram. Clear? Mass is measured by comparing it with a standard known mass. When you weigh 1 kg potatoes, what does the shopkeeper do? The shopkeeper puts a standard mass written 1 kg on it. Here 1 kg is written on one pan and on the other pan it balances the potatoes, isn't it? That is the beam balance in which the shopkeeper weighs. Okay, nowadays the beam balance is replaced by the electronic weighing machines. In many shops you will find electronic weighing machines. This is used for measurement of masses nowadays. Another instrument for weighing mass is the physical balance. This is the modified version of the beam balance. Okay, now this physical balance is mainly used for scientific purposes and by the jewelers. In jewelry shop, in old jewelry shops you will find this physical balance till they have it, but nowadays you will find this smaller electronic machines over there also. Clear? So mass is what? The mass of the body is the amount of matter that is contained in it. Now, what is weight? When force of gravity acts on mass, that means there is a pull. Okay, force of gravity means with which the body is attracted towards the earth. When force of gravity acts on mass, it becomes weight. Okay, so weight of an object is the force with which it is attracted by the earth towards its center. Mass of an object always remains the same. It is a constant quantity. It does not change. But weight of a body changes from place to place. Why? It happens because of the force of the pull or the gravity exerted by the earth. What happens when you go up to higher altitudes? Then the pull of the earth decreases. The more you are towards the earth, the gravitational pull is more. The more you go up, okay, the pull will decrease, so the weight of the body will also decrease. Understood? That is why weight of astronaut on earth is 6 times more than the weight of the astronaut on the moon, because there the gravitational force of the earth is 6 times less. The force of gravity over there is 6 times less. Understood? We are stuck to the earth, isn't it? When we walk, do we fly? No, we are stuck to the earth. Why? Because of the gravitational pull of the earth. But in space, you must have seen astronauts flying, isn't it? Why? Because the gravitational pull over there is very less. Clear? Now, weight is a type of force. Because of the pull of the earth, it is pulling. Force is what? It is a pull or push. Okay, so weight is a type of force, and since the unit of force is Newton, so the unit of SI unit of weight is also Newton. Weight is a type of force. Why? Because of the pull exerted by the earth. Force is what? Force is a push or a pull is the force. Okay, so when there is a pull towards the earth, then weight is also force. It is a type of force because it is being pulled towards the earth, then only the body has weight. Okay, so the SI unit of force is what? The SI unit of force is Newton. Since SI unit of force is Newton, so the SI unit of weight is also Newton. But the unit is also expressed in kgf. Okay, kg is what? Kilogram, and f is force. And for smaller masses, we take gram force. Clear? Then what is 1 kgf? 1 kgf is the force with which the earth attracts a body of 1 kg mass towards its center. Okay, the force with which the earth attracts a body of 1 kg mass towards its center. Now, what is gram force? It is the force with which the earth attracts 1 gram body towards its center. Okay, the force with which the earth attracts a body of 1 gram towards its center. Now, what is the relation between kgf and Newton? 1 kgf, 1 kg force is equal to 9.8 Newton. That is 10 Newton approximately. When we do calculations, we can take 10 Newtons because it is 9.8 is approx 10 Newtons. Okay, to make calculations easier, we take 10 Newtons. Clear? 1 kg force is 9.8 Newton. This you are going to remember. Understood? Then how is the weight measured? The weight of a body is measured using a spring balance. Okay, now what is a spring balance? We'll look into the figure that is given on page number 28. spring balance. Okay, this is the spring balance. Spring, as the name suggests, it has a spring inside it, whose upper end is fixed to a point and the lower end is attached to a hook. This is the spring inside. The upper end is attached to a point and the lower end is attached to this hook. Okay, and to this hook only we hang the object whose weight is to be measured. Understood? Now here you see that the spring has a pointer. Understood? And the whole thing is enclosed inside a metal case. The front side of the metal case, you will see it has a vertical slit and it is marked with scales. Okay, when you hang an object to it, the spring gets pulled down. Okay, and the measurement, the difference in the initial and the final reading is the weight of the body. Clear? The difference between the initial and the final reading is the weight of the body. Okay, now the spring balance works on the principle that when an object is or when a load is suspended from the lower end of the spring will get stretched. Okay, it will get pulled by towards the center of the gravity. Okay, then the greater the load, the more will be the stretch in the spring. Okay, if we put a lighter load over here, the spring will be stretched less. But if we put a heavier load over here, the spring will be stretched more. So the greater the load, the more is the stretching. You can see figures of the instruments that is used to weigh masses. Okay, this is the beam balance. This is the spring balance enclosed inside a glass case, and this is the electronic weighing machines. It is digital, so we don't use any standard weight for this. Understood? Differences. Now coming to the differences, mass and weight. The amount of matter contained in a body is called its mass. And weight is what? The weight of the body is the force with which it is attracted by the earth towards its center. The mass of a body is constant, as I told you, because it does not change with place and position of the body. The weight of the body depends on the force of gravity and thus it changes from place to place. Weight of the body at higher altitudes will be always less because the force of gravity there is less. Okay, the mass of the body can never be 0. But the weight of the body can be 0 if the force of if there is no force of gravity acting on it. Okay, if there is no force of gravity acting on a body, then the weight is 0. SI unit is kilogram. SI unit of weight is Newton. The mass of body is measured by simple beam balance or a physical balance. The weight of the body is measured by a spring balance. Clear? This is the end of the chapter. Now we will do question answers in the next class.